but they should all be able to read audio discs. So make sure it's an audio CD. And now that we have all of the songs here that we want to burn, and we've confirmed that it's an audio CD, we can just go ahead and click Start Burn. And we can see here a list of all the songs that are going to be burned to the disc, and it shows you the progress of each song. And we'll return after this is done. All right, so the songs have been successfully burned to the disk, and we know this because it says complete, complete, complete under the status tab. So we're set. All we need to do now is eject the disk and use it wherever you want to use it. You should have no problem. So hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, leave a like. If it didn't, leave a dislike and let me know what I can improve in the future. Also consider following me at Carson Not Found on Twitter and Instagram. I do giveaways and the like.
Another episode of Tech That Doesn't Bite. Today, I'm going to show you how to burn your DVDs using a free DVD authoring software. It's called DVD Styler, and it's available on Mac, Windows, and Linux. So let's take a look at the software. So here is DVD Styler, and the first thing you notice that when you open it, you're just going to create a new project, and you can label the disc and pick the type of DVD size that you want to use for the capacity, and you get to choose the video bitrate, the audio bitrate, and also the last host command. So it could be either at the last menu or the root menu, and this is the part where you're just going to customize it a little bit. And if you are in NTSC video format region, then you want to pick that, and you pick your aspect ratio. So for me, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, but again, you guys can play around with it to how you will like it. And I'm going to hit OK, and immediately you're going to get this template window asking you to pick a template that you would like to use, and they have different types of templates that you can choose from. You can also use no template, so you will just build everything on your own. That includes chapter selection, title selection, and what I am gonna pick, I'm gonna pick one of these templates right here, the simple one right here. I'm gonna click OK, and immediately you kind of get a layout of how the menu is gonna look like. And also if your videos could be, if the DVD video that you're making is going to be broken down in chapters. Now immediately I would suggest that you will go to File and Save As before you even start to make your DVD. And I'm going to call this a DVD test. You can name it anything you like. The reason why you should save this is because sometimes I find this software a little bit, clunky and finicky. For some reason, when I add my own logo, these three buttons right here, the one that says backgrounds, file browser, and buttons, they just disappeared. And the only way I could get it back is to relaunch the application. So definitely save your project before continue on, and also do it periodically when you're creating your project. So I'm gonna look at my title menu first. And let's say I don't want this, default color background. What I can do is I just right click, go to properties, and go to background, and I can pick any type of picture I want, and I'm gonna pick our Tech That Doesn't Bite logo. Now make sure you don't have like a really high res background image. I done that before with the software. I picked like this 4K image that I want to use, and when it was trying to burn it to DVD, it just failed. And I did some research on it, and try to pick a smaller resolution picture should fix the issue. So be careful what image you pick. You don't want to pick too low res, but you don't also want to pick something that's too high res. So somewhere in the medium will be good. So here is my little logo, and I could play around with these, different fonts right here. Actually, I'm just gonna remove them, so I can just right click, delete them, right click properties, and then here you could change the color of the menu, button. So let's say I want like a bright green or anything that you like. With the bright green, and it's also telling you where it's gonna jump to. So this is the title set and title 1, and it's by default set to that. I'm gonna throw in my first video, and if you have multiple videos, you're gonna do the exact same thing, but I'm just gonna throw in one video. And here is a Tech That Doesn't Bite video, and it's adding the file. So now I added all the files, and normally it wouldn't really break them into different sections, but for some reason it did for me this time. I've done it before, but if you notice that, let's say this part right here and these boxes right here are empty, all you do is just go to the individual boxes, go to properties, and right here in video, you just choose which time you want that second chapter to begin. So let's say I want it right here, like, the 14-minute range. So that will be like my, chapter 2. You want to keep that as a title set 1 and title 1 and so forth. So you keep continuing which part you want that certain title sequence to begin. So I'm gonna do that again. So let's pick about 29 and click OK. So you get to play around with it, and you could change these buttons as well. And basically you're just gonna make your own DVD layout. And again, you can either use their backgrounds, and then just change it around, change the template. Now what I noticed with this software, it does take a while to learn it, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to make your own DVDs. So now let's say this is what I have. This is my menu and everything. So I have everything done. What I do now is I'm just gonna click burn DVD. And we have a DVD loaded, and it's gonna ask you. You could either preview it while making the DVD disc, using VLC, or you could have it just create an ISO. So maybe later on you could just burn it somewhere else. But I'm gonna burn to my DVD player. So I'm gonna let my DVD burner do the burning, and let's click start. And this process it's gonna take a while. Actually, it really depends how fast your DVD burner is and what kind of video you are putting into the software. As you can see, it's gonna generate the menu, basically the menus that you created, and also it's gonna transcode that video so it fits well with the DVD format. So it's done burning the DVD, and let's check out what it looks like now. So I'm gonna close DVD styler. I'm just gonna save this, and it's already saved. So just in case I want to go back and change something a little bit different. So what I'm gonna use, and we'll go ahead, clear the cache. Now I'm going to use VLC.